when it comes to burnout, before you can even implement anything, you have to really understand what it is and what people report. So people report three things, right? It's emotional exhaustion, right? Dissociation, specifically depersonalization. I'll explain what that is. And just reduce personal accomplishment, right? So when it comes to exhaustion, right? Like I feel like I can't anymore. Like I can't even go to work, let's say. And this happens to a lot of people that work with people, right? Like, oh, I can't go, teachers, right? I can't go back another day, right? So dissociation is our ability, and everybody has this ability to separate from our feelings, separate from our body. And I don't mean like literally separate, right? It's like so our ability to not feel our emotions. And there's four things that happen, or four different types of dissociation: derealization, depersonalization, personality confusion, and amnesia, right? So the one that is most reported when it comes to burnout is depersonalization. So meaning I don't feel like myself. I feel icky. Maybe I'm even starting to look a little weird to myself. And not only that, we do that to other people. And when we do that to other people, we almost and we can dehumanize them as well. That's where we begin to criticize others. So when you start being in burnout, not only are you tired, you start criticizing people like crazy. Like, oh, look at that person. I can't. Oh, have you seen how they're dressed? Have you? Oh my goodness, do you see what they said, right? So you start doing that, and then you begin to feel really bad about yourself, and that's why your accomplishment, like your sense of accomplishment, also goes down. So I can't do anything right. You know what? I'm just gonna give up, right? And so what happens is that there's also stages to burnout. So in the first stage, people won't even look for help. Everything's fine. I'm fine. Like I'm working at my top level. All right. And then after that, right, then we go to that's when we become irritable. And here is when other people start realizing and they may tell you something. And here is a point where you may want help. This is where you want help. If you notice that you're criticizing others, if you notice that you start criticizing yourself and how you're working, this is a time to ask for help or to start implementing strategies, right? And why do I say ask for help? Some people, because I do maps with people of what things that they can do. Some people will only be able to find things that they can do with others to get out of the hole, let's call it. Some people can only put things that they can do by themselves to get out of the hole. So very different people, right? And so very important that you ask for help here or start implementing the strategies. I'm going to give you strategies before you go to the next stage. And the next stage is when people begin to self-medicate, right? I went to work, it was really tired. Let me have a wine or two. And then it becomes kind of like a daily thing. And then you start getting the urge to maybe do it at work, right? And so that's when it really becomes problematic because true burnout is serious. It's a serious condition, right? And then after that is where attrition comes. People end up leaving their jobs. Teachers, we lose a lot of teachers to burnout. Nurses. I work with a lot of therapists and doctors. I've had therapists that have left the field, right? And so we don't want to get there, right? So when we are feeling critical of others, mind you, there's people that are just naturally that way because of their trauma.
Yeah.
So if you are naturally like, and I don't want to say that you're naturally like that, like you were born with it. You were not born with it, right? Like obviously the trauma makes you, creates a person that is highly critical of themselves and other. But even this person, their criticism will increase. Okay, will get worse. And if you're not, if you tend to be more like happy-go-lucky and you start seeing yourself acting that way, be careful, right? You're going to burn out. So what can you do, right? So one thing that was said to me by an amazing mentor, well, I think this was 2016, right? She said, in order to make it in this field, you have to do one thing a day that makes you happy, one thing a day that brings you joy.